coming up, shooting this knee through to her butt. Notice, I'm in the ball. If you pushes in on me, I got back pressure and I'm pushing in. I'm standing right here tight. I can't let myself get doubled over because I'm going to get cradled. And I also can't get stretched out. If I'm right here and I'm leaning back, he's going to suck me straight back to my own mat. So we're here in a little ball, good position. I'm tucking my left arm, going shoulder and onto my head. Shoulder onto my head. From here, I'm running my feet around and popping my head through this hole here. Notice, Nate's back on top. I'm going through, grabbing at the wrist, going shoulder, head, and I'm running my feet. Shoulder, head, running my feet. Keep the wrist. Yeah, like what Coach is saying, we're keeping the wrist here. We're holding on to it with our right hand. From here, after I've ran my feet, notice the gap. Notice the separation I have from Nate here. We're just gonna pop to that hip, look across his back, and cut. So, base down. He goes to the sit out, 1, 2, to his butt. He's standing here nice and tight. He's rotating to his shoulder, on top of his head, and he's rotating around. Sitting to that hip, popping and coming through.
All right, I want to address this in a power situation. If I'm going to do far ankle, I don't want to suck up tight, okay? Because I want to be explosive. So I like to take this, my back leg and my lead leg, and turn it as I'm loading up the spring. And what I'm hoping to do is go forward. I'm giving myself a little bit of space here. And when that whistle blows, I'm coming from elbow control to tight to the far ankle, okay? From there, I'm driving like a spear. I want to come up and down. You imagine somebody throws a spear, it's traveling up and then it starts proceeding down. That's what I want. I want my shoulder to be the head of the spear. And it's going right into his lower back. So I'm here, I explode up and through. As soon as we hit, my power leg goes inside. I cover up one part. I take this and I drop it to here. Okay? I'm taking a lot of the pressure off and I'm going to put all my weight on it right now. Back up. You set, I turn, I load it up, whistle blows. I'm right there, knee comes down, knee inside, toe outside, this to here, lots of forward pressure. Okay? When I get to here, then I'm in a good position to start my whole series. Now that's basic stuff, and most of us have done this over and over. So we're going to break up, we're going to do a couple far ankle breakdowns, we'll do about 5 each, and then we'll get into our series. Go. This one comes to here. Now, from here, we're gonna automatically, if you ever hit like this, you gotta run the half. You gotta at least attempt the half, okay? Because everything's in position. A lot of kids will make the mistake and they'll try to shoot the half right here, just kind of reach and all that good stuff. Keep your pressure here and attack that elbow. This joint right here. Elevate it up. Then you can start throwing it across, okay? This is the weak link right here. If I just try to reach like this, you can clamp down. I mean, it'd be tough for me to turn, okay? But if I get here, and I've got this pressure, and I get right there, it's not as tough. See how I'm prying him up? I'm not even locking hands, okay? So back. Partial breakdown, the inside toe outside, power. That's what we call this. Power and attack the elbow. Elevate it. Get it up off the mat. If you need to, you can lock and try to drive to the cross ear. right across to his ear. Once my hand's on the mat, I'm in position for a pin, okay? Once my hand touches the mat, what I'm gonna do now is I keep everything tight in here. I'm gonna big step outside to here, power position, and I'm gonna lower my chest level and bend my elbow at the same time. So I'm doing it all at the same time. When I do that, I'm encircling the head, okay? I kept this tight. That's a post. Now I'm gonna hip heist one time. Right there, and then I finish. And that's crazy tight. This basically is our power half from the far ankle. Here, elbow, cross here, touch the mat, pull this all tight, keep your post. Why do I do this? I don't want to do this. Okay? I want to keep it right there. Outside, lower my level, encircle that head. Then I'm going to drive it, hip heist one time, and over. Okay? I got it? Go. Giving me some trouble. Maybe he's put this arm up a little bit, and maybe he started to press a little bit, and his chin is popping up off the mat. He's fighting my business, right? So once I see that, the telltale, he's lifting up against my power. I'm gonna release this, and I'm gonna come across to my crossface. Now, there's lots of ways to throw a crossface, and I've thrown them every which way possible, okay? But the thing that I know for a fact, if you don't go across the face, it's not as effective. If I don't come this way, it's just not as effective. If I try to sneak it under the chin, it's not as good, okay? So I'm coming across the face. I think my knuckle is my guide, and this pinky goes right above the elbow. Now, if you watched, I brought this hand here off the power because sometimes I might have to block to ensure that I get what I want. But I'm right here. As soon as that touches, people who are good at cross faces attack the V. So I pull this in. I want that shoulder dipped, and then I dip. I'm attacking the V. Okay? The V is right here. Okay? So I'm attacking that area. Power. I'm here. I'm trying to get this. He's fighting it. I come across. I hit it. I turn it. I'm right here in this power position. Now I'm digging right here, and I'm putting a lot of pressure in that V that I just discussed. Okay? So what I'm looking to do now is a simple move. It's called a hand turn. This right here comes underneath, touch the mat with it. And I'm just rolling this up. Okay? I'm just rolling this up. And back. Power, heads up, elbow, pinkies above it, turn it, get that shoulder, and I'm in this V. This leg is up, I come underneath it, touch the mat, and I let that arm slide, and I circle the head. I'm in this position here. Okay? This knee comes up here, toes in the mat, I'm ready to fight. Okay? That's our basic. That's our bread and butter. If you're a first year guy, you learn this. You win a bunch of matches with it. Okay? Hand turk is very difficult to defend. And the hand turk is basically all you're doing is coming underneath, right there. And what I do is I control the hips. Okay? He can't come this way. He can't go that way. All right? As long as I keep that in place. It's in the mat, it's posted. The rest you take your time and you're scoring your points. Okay? Anybody need to see it again? Are we good? All right, let's play with this a little bit. This is our first crossface. Far ankle breakdown to the power. He raises his head up a little bit. crossface, pull it, tack the V, and looking hand turn. Go. And I've coached a lot of people in 26 years. And I've had some kids who are really good at this, and they turn out to be pretty darn good wrestlers. Vicious on top, if you get good at it. Because when you think about it, you broke them down, you have just a never-ending supply of what to do if they do this type situations with the crossface, I think. So if I got my basic crossface and I'm here and he covers this up and he's a tough guy and he won't give it up, then you can post behind the knee, turn your direction, you can cradle it up. I'm not going to go through all of it right now, but I can go cradle right there. Come back. You've got your crossface here. He's still a tough guy with it. You can still take this hand, scoop underneath it, pop it on your leg, and then take it. Okay? He's giving this. You're trying to get this. Okay? You 1-2. You're going here. You change direction. And you're right back on it. Okay? Everything that you wanted, just the other side. You're here. You start to cross face. He starts facing up. You get to right here. And you slop dump it. That's all there is to it. Okay? And you're right where you want to be. Tons of opportunities. I get like this. I haven't transferred over. He starts facing up. I'm still not in trouble yet. Okay? I scoop the leg. I keep everything. And I just lock it up. So there's just a never-ending supply of what to do if he does this. Because that's, as a wrestling coach, there's always a kid on the team who says, but what if he does this? What if he does this? Cross faces have all those bases covered, okay? And then there's some situations where we have to ditch the cross face, but it lends us to a back hook tilt or to an arm bar or whatever we want. I think it's the perfect setup move to score a bunch of points in a hurry. So we're going to keep working this tomorrow, and then we got to transition to some other things too. Tomorrow will be a lot of review. Any questions? Shoot me! I'll see you on